First off, let me say thank you for coming. Today we've called everybody together to talk about the Cabelas development. At 7 o'clock this morning, Cabelas put out a wire release that they are going to be locating an 80,000 square foot Cabelas store in the city of Huntsville. This will be the first Cabelas store in the state of Alabama. This process started about 2 years ago. And I want to say that one of the people who have pulled this process together and made sure that it worked has been Shane Davis, our Director of Urban Development. He has spent many weekends, nights, and early mornings talking through details to make sure that this came to fruition. What this offers us is a little bit more of a retail offering and a quality of life that brings another aspect of the retail world to the city of Huntsville. That part of the retail world brings an offering to the city of Huntsville that's not found anywhere else in Alabama, but also is part of our continuing work on the retail development trade that brings money into the city of Huntsville. 53% of our dollars as revenue come into the city of Huntsville through sales tax. And by adding these retailers to our portfolio, we end up with a larger sales tax. That larger sales tax means that we can do infrastructure. And that infrastructure is the kind of infrastructure that's needed to be able to provide for those 110,000 people who work in the city of Huntsville, but go out somewhere else to live every day. And that infrastructure is very important to our area. Also provides the money for infrastructures for things like Research Park, for EUL. It also provides for infrastructure for our quality of life, which is our art museums, our civic centers, and our libraries. But it also provides money so that we as a community can continue to grow, so that we can continue to bring jobs here. The jobs like we've seen with Remington, like we've seen with Boeing, like we've seen with Northrop Grumman, with GE Intelligent Platforms, with Verizon over the past 5 or 6 months. All that puts together to give us a package that gives us a place called Huntsville. And so today we're announcing the Cabelas store's location here. We are piggybacking on the announcement that went out at 7 a.m. this morning. And I'd like for Shane Davis, our Director of Urban Development, who's done a wonderful job through this. He's the one that's made sure that this has happened. I'd like for him to give us some details on this. Shane?
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Today's a good day for Huntsville. We started, as the Mayor said, 2 years ago, looking at some key retailers to bring into our market. Cabelas certainly was in the top 4 of that list. Whole Foods was one. We've announced that. With our first conversation with Cabelas, we started with 16 sites. They went from the north boundary of Huntsville to the south of the Tennessee River to I-65 and the whole gamut. As we continued that process, we got it down to approximately 4 sites that they keyed in on. What we're presenting to you today is a brand new development called Parkside Town Centre. It'll be a very good complement to Bridge Street. Bridge Street currently has 1 million square feet of retail. Once complete, Parkside Town Centre will have 300,000 square feet of additional retail to complement Bridge Street. As you're aware, our Research Park is the 2nd largest in the U.S., 4th largest in the world. So it is key that we keep that vibrant. We think this development, along with Bridge Street, will continue that and will add energy to the redevelopment of Madison Square Mall. It really makes the 255 corridor from University to I-565 become something very, very special. Can tell you, Cabelas is a class act. They're coming to our city with no direct incentive by the city of Huntsville, which is something to be proud of. They take pride in that, and we welcome the opportunity to work with them. As part of the Parkside Town Center development, we will make a road improvement and signalization at Governor's West to account for the amount of traffic that this center will bring in. That is the commitment by the city of Huntsville. Cabelas will build their own store, provide their own site work, which should start probably in the next 60 to 90 days. And then, of course, the rest of the development will come with other retailers to develop their own parcels. I want to commend the mayor. The mayor has spent many, many hours alongside me. He's very humble, and not to bring that out, but great leadership is what brought Cabelas to Huntsville, and we thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. I also asked John Hamilton to come up and address the overall picture. Part of it is getting the development here, but part of it is also how does this fit into the picture of fully what Huntsville is and what Huntsville needs to develop into. And John has that charge in our administration of making sure that we have 10-year capital plans, that they address every portion of our city, that they address our needs. And I'd love for John to address how this fits into our plan. John?
Well, I think key to this story is the fact that Huntsville continues to grow. And not only Huntsville, but the surrounding communities continue to grow, and in many cases at a very, very rapid pace. It becomes challenging oftentimes then to find a way to use how you sustain that in a healthy way, in a sustainable way. How do you ensure that we continue to grow the city in a way that attracts a workforce that our local companies require? Because they're recruiting workforce from not only around the country but around the world. And so this is a community that we see the demands for the more modern amenities, for growing the roads, for growing the parks, for growing the recreational activities, to growing the companies that give the job opportunities for our kids to go off to college and come back and pursue their professional interest. And so Cabelas is a great example of one of the things that brings many of those more modern amenities into our community. You heard Shane talk about Whole Foods. Two great examples, two great corporate partners that are very additive to the picture that you see in Huntsville, Alabama, and in North Alabama. It makes a difference in our partnership with the Arsenal. It makes a difference in our partnership with the companies that need to locate in CRP and continue to grow the local economy. And so when you bring these kind of resources in, it gives us the resources we need to grow and sustain the city in a way that the populace demands of us. And I see the team has done a great job with that. It's phenomenal to see the city grow in this way. And really, we believe this just becomes a catalyst for more of that good growth. This will have a significant impact on that Research Park corridor from a retail perspective. There's other properties as you continue north on Research Park that certainly are prime candidates for redevelopment and to add value to the community. And having these kind of properties here around the intersection with 565 will just add to that. As we see the demands continue to grow out of the Arsenal, these kind of properties add value to that and are attractive as we continue to recruit more business into the community. So it will certainly be a great story to watch over the next couple of years. It'll be a great story to watch how it impacts the growth of our community and the way in which we can then resource that infrastructure the mayor talked about. Because it's not just the infrastructure inside the city limits of Huntsville. Huntsville is leading the way in ensuring that we have the foundation we need to build that economy on, and it provides great amenities for people in the surrounding communities as well. So this will certainly be a game changer for that part of the city, but ultimately it will spill out across the entire city and across this region and making a difference in the growth of our economy. Thank you.
And, when we start talking about growth and we start talking about a community that is growing, we as a community don't necessarily want exponential growth. Exponential growth causes you to overrun your infrastructure, causes you to have some of the same problems that we see in cities all across the Southeast and across the nation, really, where they've overshot their infrastructure and they can't keep up with their 18-minute commute to and from work. They can't keep up with their quality of life. So we as a city try to do smart growth, try to do planned growth, and we can't do it without the support of a council. We have many of our council members here. We have Bill Kling, we have Mark Russell, we have Will Culver, we have Dr. Showers here, and this is Will's district that this is coming into. And Will, would you like to say something about your district? Because this doesn't happen without a council that supports this kind of efforts.
Absolutely, Mayor. Thank you so kindly, and my thanks to all of you and to Shane Davis and all of my colleagues on the council. But I'm excited when we can bring businesses like this into Huntsville. And while it is located in District 5, it certainly will benefit all of North Alabama, all 13, 14 counties here in North Alabama. So, Mayor, I commend you and your administrative staff for a job well done, and we'll just continue to do these kinds of businesses in our community. Thank you.
Thank you. And as I said, it's a full team effort. Dr. Showers, come on, please address it.
What a delight it is for the council. Our president is here, Mark Russell, Bill Kling. You just heard from Will Culver. It is a delight for me to say now that Huntsville and the citizens the 186,000 citizens that resides in this city will be the beneficiary of what you have heard here today. I'll end by saying it this way. Shane didn't say it, John didn't say it, and the mayor didn't say it. More to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Showers. And Bill, you want to address this? Mark Russell?
Well, I think the fact that you have all the, or most of the council members and the mayor here show that we are all very concerned and very interested in this project. We are all here because we have issues that are important to us. And Mayor Battle, when he first came in, he has really taken the bull by the horn as far as economic development. And Mayor, you and your staff, I congratulate you because I think y'all have done a phenomenally great job. This is going to be a great thing for the city of Huntsville. And let me just say, well done, because we all roll up our sleeves, we get involved in individual issues. You've taken this one and you've hit a home run with it. Congratulations.
Thank you.